Each year, League of Legends keeps getting better and better, and it just makes our job harder and harder. Hello, and welcome to the fourth installment of TNP Gaming's annual Top 10 Moments of the League of Legends season. With the conclusion of the Season 5 World Championships, it's time to once again look back and reflect on the greatest moments of the season. For this list, we defined a moment as an event that occurred during Season 5 that affected the League of Legends professional scene. That means mechanical outplays, professional matches, compelling storylines, and Riot-sanctioned events, from the LCS to the LPL, were all considered for this list. This also means that anything prior to the start of IEM Season 9 San Jose will not be eligible for this list. With so many amazing plays this past season, narrowing this list down to 10 was extremely difficult, and we would like to remind you that even if your favorite moment isn't on our list, it probably is on someone else's. I'm Landovva, and this is the Top 10 Moments of Season 5, brought to you by TNP Gaming. Number 10. No lead is safe. Team Liquid outlasts Team Impulse. When Team Liquid and Team Impulse squared off in their Week 9 LCS match, heavy playoff implications were on the line. Both teams were looking to improve their playoff seeding, and a win would do just that. With Impulse still recovering from the loss of former mid laner Zhao Weizhao, Team Liquid came out firing and quickly accumulated a massive kill and gold lead at the 25-minute mark. Not known to roll over and die, Impulse fought and clawed their way back from over 8,000 gold down, winning teamfight after teamfight after teamfight, and soon found themselves in the lead as the game neared the 1 hour mark. Ultimately, it was a balls-to-the-wall call by Liquid that secured them the win and tied them for first place. With so much back-and-forth action, the constant teamfighting and dramatic finish, this was easily one of the most exciting games of the season, and one that we should all go back and watch one more time.
Here, Baron, or Dragon, oh, here they go, Team Impulse called the teleport down, Impact comes in. He's Mininar, no home guard, the Q on dominate, slows him down a little bit. Dragon is up. Kog'Maw kills this so fast. Everyone is max items. They're gonna burn it down.
Sever's pushing mid.
Piglet's running for the
Sever's
Nexus.
pushing mid. Dragon 4 goes down, but he can end the game by himself. Phoenix comes up too. Impulse has to run. They have to run. Apollo gets caught out. The Annie's done. They're still going. Piglet's into the base. He wants to end it right here. The Koreans of Team Liquid are pushing in. There's the turret. They're out of the Nexus. This is gonna be the game. Team Liquid tied for first place in the North American LCS.
What a call. I actually can't believe it, Freak. I've had back-to-back...
Number 9. Proving they belong. Unicorns of Love defeat Fnatic. The Unicorns of Love were known for two things: their awesome team name and their ability to innovate like no other. Despite a strong performance at IEM San Jose in which the team upset TSM and placed second, fans and experts remained hesitant, wanting more concrete proof of the team's strength before viewing them as a legitimate contender. They got that proof when the Unicorns took to the Rift to do battle with powerhouse Fnatic in the spring split. Running a very risky Yorick composition, UOL found themselves on their last legs with their Nexus bare. 2 resilient Nexus defenses and 1 final push later, the little team that could had just defeated the top team in Europe. As we know now, UOL would go on to place second in the spring split. However, it was this match which legitimized themselves as a contender and helped us all remember that maybe once in a while, a little magic never hurt anyone.
Before Chachi is up, Vardex getting closer. Kikis is trying to pull attention, but it's not enough. The Nexus turret is down. Hylissang's in place. He needs to have a magic stun, but he's not going to because he's in trouble. Feathervin continues to focus the turret. Hylissang is down. The Nexus turret is down. They're onto the Nexus. Fnatic look like they've done it at 33 minutes. Fnatic are taking down the Unicorns of Love.
No!
A few more hits.
What?
What? I cannot understand this game. 15 minutes quicker than before. Yellowstone,
the back
right
door.
over. I've seen this before. It happened at Worlds, and it didn't go in Fnatic's favor. Will their fate be different? Nexus is going down.
Kahuni. That's Kahuni.
It's what Fnatic are cheering. We see Rainover's down.
Who needs
It's happened again. Lucio, it's happened again. 3 versus 3 in the base. Neverman is down. It is all
Steelback
on
and Huni now.
Steelback and Huni. The Nexus is standing. Steelback has got Hylissang. He's critting massively onto Vardags. But Vardags and Power of Evil, they are pushing with the minions. Huni on full HP to Fisher. Will they go in? Glacial Path. We do see the shard connect, but look at the auto attacks. Power of Evil's got him. Can Power of Evil turn it around?
Can he get Vardags?
From Steelback. He can't find Vardags. Steelback is looking for Power of Evil. Unicorns have done it. Unicorns have beaten Fnatic.
Number 8. League's greatest upset. World Elite defeats the GE Tigers. It's always a bold statement when you refer to something as the greatest. However, no one can really argue this one. GE Tigers entered the tournament as massive favorites. It's hard to understate how far ahead of everyone they were when entering the tournament. The team was undefeated, boasting a 10-0 record in the world's best league, the LCK in Korea. World Elite, on the other hand, had the worst record of any team in the tournament. Struggling to survive the LPL in China, World Elite had lost their first 10 games and ranked second to last in the standings of their domestic league. This match was expected to be a slaughter, and by all accounts it should have been. You struggled to find any expert giving the Chinese team more than a single-digit percentage to win a best-of-3 series against the undisputed top team in Korea. And that's exactly what happened. Finding themselves down 0-1 in the series, World Elite was able to reel off back-to-back wins, stunning the world. Led by Spirit and a breakout performance by Jia, WE was able to do the impossible and send the Korean team home with nothing. This massive upset is what ultimately allowed TSM to finally win an international event, and showed us all that even after all these years, never count out the underdog, because you never know who might have one of Complexity's old blue turtle shells handy.
Down another inhibitor turret. GE has like one more fight, and here it is. Onslaught of Shadows, a huge ultimate from Maluka, and the rest of WE coming in, just pushing back the GE Tigers so easily. 3 kills, it is over. There goes another inhibitor, and against all odds, against the predictions of basically everybody in League of Legends, WE is poised to win this match and go to the grand finals against TSM. Here they go for the Nexus turrets. Number 1 goes down. Only Kuro and Gorilla left to stand behind them and save that perfect record for the GE Tigers. I don't think they can do it.
The world's best team is beaten by China's worst
I can't believe it. There it is, GG.
Whoa! What an incredible result. And this tournament has just been chock full of surprises.
Number 7. Exercising their demons. CLG sweeps TSM at Madison Square Garden. For years, CLG has been nothing more than a meme. Start strong, stumble into playoffs, and choke horrendously. They were such a meme, we even made a top 10 video on their biggest WTFs. Despite being the butt end of jokes for years, this year, CLG was different. After another typical spring split, CLG finally made progress. They improved their coaching infrastructure by hiring Blurred Limes and brought in Pobelter to the mid lane. These changes helped CLG get off to another fast start, but this time when they dipped in the middle of the season, they were able to recover. After easily disposing of Team Impulse, CLG finally reached the peak when they crushed Team Solo Mid 3-0 at arguably North America's biggest LoL event ever. After years of ridicule, it was truly satisfying to see players such as Doublelift and Aframu be able to hoist the trophy. Combine that with an emotional hotshot GG and an amazing crowd, CLG sweeping TSM was no longer just an exorcism. It was one of those magical moments that come around only once in a lifetime. Number 6. Never Say Die, the KOO Tigers Cinderella Season. If there ever was a Cinderella story this season, the KOO Tigers have got to be it. A group of pros everyone thought that were past their time or weren't good enough. Led by a coach of similar circumstance, this roster was built to make a run for glory one last time, and they made it all the way to the World Finals. Along the way, they faced tremendous adversity, include going through 3 title sponsors in one season, but they also had victories, highlighted by their domination of LCK Spring and their run at Worlds. The team might have struggled here and there with the meta, team play, and inconsistency, but they managed to do what many thought was impossible and made a tremendous run through the Worlds bracket. Had they not run into the unstoppable force known as SKT, it's hard to say how the Tigers would have done against a different opponent. But it's safe to say that their run to the finals was unexpected and one of the feel-good moments in League of Legends history. Number 5. EDG vs SK Telecom T1. MSI Grand Finals, Game 5. When the first ever mid-season invitational rolled around, fans were treated to quite the spectacle. When all the smoke cleared, Korea's SK Telecom T1 and China's Edward Gaming faced off in the best-of-5 Grand Finals. This series went the distance, and in the 5th and deciding game, EDG pulled one final trick out of their sleeve. Baiting Faker into picking his undefeated LeBlanc, EDG drafted a composition designed specifically to deal with the Deceiver, with all 5 champions possessing kits to help shut her down, and used this advantage to win teamfight after teamfight, ultimately closing out the game and sealing SK Telecom's fate. This game marked the first time that China had gone over Korea in a best-of-5 scenario, and led many to believe that we had just witnessed a preview of the World Finals later that year. It takes a massive amount of confidence, and perhaps some insanity, to bait Faker into picking his greatest champion. However, EDG played it off beautifully, handing Faker his only professional loss on LeBlanc, and showing everyone that China was finally a force to be reckoned with. Just not at Worlds.
Bang and Wolf now trying to keep them from being extinct in the mid-season invitational. Here's the last engage. EDG doesn't even see the turrets. Eyes on SKT. SK Telecom T1 are wiped. The Nexus turrets are going down. LPL's Edward Gaming are the 2015 mid-season invitational champions.
Number 4. The Streak. Fnatic goes 18-0. Only one time in League's history had a team achieved a perfect season, when SK Telecom had gone 15-0 in Champions Winter 2013. Before that, the closest anyone had ever come to going undefeated was Cloud9's 25-3 run back in the summer of 2013. Replacing Steelback with Reckless and now with a split of experience, Fnatic came into the summer of 2015 a tier above the rest of Europe. After a dominating burst out of the gates, Fnatic faltered slightly down the stretch, requiring comeback wins versus H2K and Orehen to keep the streak alive, but ultimately were able to achieve the perfect season, finishing the 2015 summer split a perfect 18-0. Fnatic was just as dominant in the playoffs and did not drop a game until the Grand Finals, ultimately winning a 3-2 over Orehen. With the likely ending of the best-of-1 LCS setup, thank God, it's unlikely we will see such a streak again from a Western team. Fnatic's run was magical, and although not as dominant as SK Telecom's perfect season, it was still one of those streaks that you cannot believe actually happened.
Minutes in. Can't even finish the game. I mean, the 2 guys did.
They're gonna try. Oh, belly bump. He's not gonna be able to get it. Chachi looks to go in on a Rainover, but the towers are being fired down. Barnex, his health bar just evaporates again. Hootie picks up another massive kill as Reckless takes down the turret. Fnatic look to end this game quicker than we've seen this entire split, and Fnatic will become the first team in LCS history to do it. The perfect split, 18-0.
Number 3. The Run. Cloud9 survives the gauntlet. The LCS isn't scripted, we think. When High stepped down from Cloud9's starting roster, it signaled change within North America's most successful LCS-era team. Bringing in troubled EU solo queue star Incarnation, C9 fans remained optimistic that the team would be able to move forward after some growing pains. It never happened. Struggling mightily and facing relegations for the first time, Meteos soon stepped down, leaving C9 in a state of turmoil with half the split left to play. With no options left, C9 turned back to High, having him sub in as their jungler for the remainder of the summer split. After winning a tiebreaker match just to avoid relegations, C9 managed to barely qualify for the first ever NA Gauntlet, and went in with little to no expectations of winning. And then they decided to send North America into turmoil. After reverse sweeps over Gravity and Team Impulse, Cloud9 managed to accomplish the impossible, defeating the heavily favored Team Liquid 3-1 to qualify for their third consecutive World Championships. Their run wouldn't stop there, as they would come within one win of advancing from the group stage of the World Championships before the clock ultimately struck midnight. Cloud9 has always been one of North America's top teams, and seeing them struggle so mightily was a shock to many, but their subsequent run through the gauntlet was surreal, and makes us wonder, what does next year's gauntlet have in store?
Sneaky takes him out. Quas is dead. Onto the Nexus they go. A double for Sneaky. Piglet's back up, but Piglet's slowed down. Shockwave buys some time. Phoenix is one hit away, but cannot kill him off. Incarnation zones him out. That's going to be the Nexus. That's going to be the game. That's going to be a trip to the World Championship for Cloud9.
And Lemon Nation almost can't believe it. From 7th place in the regular season to Worlds, Cloud9 makes the run all the way through the regional qualifiers.
Number 2. Reclaiming the throne. SK Telecom wins their second World Championship. After a disappointing Season 4 in which the team didn't even qualify for Worlds, SK Telecom underwent a massive makeover heading into Season 5. With the departures of players such as Impact and Piglet, SKT turned to players such as Marin, Bang, and Wolf, who made the jump to the main roster. After losing to EDG at MSI, SK Telecom crushed through OGN Summer and came into the World Championships as one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. What followed was absolute domination, as SKT would only drop a single game to the KOO Tigers in the Grand Finals en route to their second ever World Championship, finishing the tournament with an astounding 14-1 record. With Faker looking unstoppable and Bengi returning to form, SKT became the first team in league history to win a second World Championship. And with Season 6 approaching, who knows what they will be able to accomplish.
He's sitting in base for a long time now. He's waiting to TP somewhere. He's going to get now.
Just going into the river brush, but it's going to be Kuro getting dropped immediately. How did he even think he could take that fight? Sarah's Embrace wasn't even used by Faker, and they're ready to keep going for the fight. Gorilla chomps up Smeb as his teleport comes in. Prey gets caught way off on the wing here. KOO was not ready to take any sort of three-man Gnar ultimate. That's going to be Smeb down now. Eyes onto the AD carry, but the support hits. It's going to be Kuro out safely. Prey, however, has to run away from his base. SK Telecom looking to take down the final Nexus turrets. It does not look good for Kuro and his team. KOO Tigers are falling. SKT will be your first ever two-time world champions!
Just grab it.
As a team, they will do so. SK Telecom T1, your two-time world champions.
Before we take a look at number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
Tells me he'll get an MVP or two more. It's the old Samsung brush hide.
He saw Bliss come in. Oh,
he
boy.
saw everyone come in.
There's an equalizer. Oh, man! No way! Oh, double kill for KOO.
He needs to be careful. There's no ulti here for Yasuo. Gets the knock, the wing walls down. Gets the kill. Dukes out Satai. Gets his flow back and kills Satai. Somehow gets the double.
I almost couldn't see it.
Just watch this one again. Let's see how Faker does.
Wait for the animation. Comes down. Flashes.
Wow. Beautiful.
Stone. So the visits into the jungle not as fruitful.
And there's the death mark coming in.
And will it be enough? The pop and the ignites. Febivin 1v1 this is a pick-making team. Faker eats 2 shurikens. The knockup is interrupted as Featherman materializes. Ignite, plus 1 more. That is 2 1v1s in a
handed to them on a silver platter. They start up the Baron just because Turtle is bottom. You are not late game yet. This is only 26 minutes in. You can't burn through this Baron. An 80 carry being bottom.
Oh my God, he stole it! Comes up with a big one steal!
Lenny is pushing for a second. The Wolves, all they gotta do is stop the recall.
Lenny is onto the next Nexus turret. Take a look at the Wolves. They're interrupting the recalls. Nukeduck is trying to get back. He may be able to finish his cooldown. Lenny has got Baron and Power Minions. The Copenhagen Wolves are on the brink of being eliminated from the LCS, and they may be picking up the win that keeps them alive. Lenny, can you do it? He's still on the Nexus. He's hammering it away. Nukeduck and Van Der able to run all the way back. The Shurima shuffle. Copenhagen Wolves keep their hopes alive.
You are looking good. 3 motherfuckers. 1, 2, 3.
If Zion had that leap go off a minion and double, he could have Mega Nard everyone into the wall. But even though he didn't, every flash on people that escaped was burned. And they want Phoenix in this turret.
Oh boy.
He's pretty strong though. What's he gonna do?
Oh, he got 2! He's gonna get a triple kill! A quadra kill! An amazing play by Phoenix on his ear! The legacy of Shurima is real!
Number 1. Saying goodbye. Dyrus retires from professional League of Legends. North America's most beloved player. When TSM was defeated by LGD at the Season 5 World Championships, it not only marked the end of their season, but the end of League's first era. Dyrus had been a staple in the competitive scene since Season 1, when he was picked up by Epic Gamer and ran around spamming Laugh on Singed. Over the next 5 years, Dyrus went from just another face to one of League's most influential and iconic players, becoming the longest-standing member of TSM by Season 4. Dyrus' resume speaks for itself, and his trophy case can back that up. Over the course of his career, he has won tournaments such as IPL, IEM, WCG, MLG, and IGN, as well as being League's only 3-time NALCS champion. With such a successful career and heartfelt send-off, Dyrus left the scene the way he deserved, and looking towards Season 6, it'll be hard to forget the man who used to carry a pillow around to beat up his opponents. From all of us at TNP Gaming, thank you, Dyrus. Goodbye, and good luck.
Getting down to this tower, we're going to try and use that Siphoning Strike to put some damage down. They actually exhaust Dyrus up. They managed to get in with a death sentence. Bloodwater is not taking turret aggro yet. Smithy forced to flash away. First blood gets given to Dyrus.
Oh, man.
He's going to flash away. The ignite's ticking. That's a double kill for
the lead that he would usually have. Ackerman not finding a good engagement here. The Rune Prison goes down. He's going to break it with that crowd control reduction. And bing, bang, boom. The Dyrus comes up big on 1.
I have never seen Dyrus that emotional.
I have nothing but my respect and my thanks for everyone. I know that everything that's there, it's been done, and now it's time to open a new book. Right now, my story ends here.
Thank you for watching TNP Gaming's Top 10 Moments of Season 5. Thumbs up if you liked this video, thumbs down if you didn't, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to watch some of our other videos, feel free to click one of the annotations on your screen now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video real soon.